Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this spiral stitch beret. It can be styled by placing it sideways or at the back of your head, and it's really easy to make. So without further ado, let's get started. I'll be using this brand of yarn. It's called Yeye yarn and it's lightweighted, so we are going to be doubling the strand in order for it to be more thicker. Or you can also use a worsted weight yarn. Each one of it weighs 40 grams, and I'll be using 2 pieces of this for this project. And we'll also be needing a 3.5 millimeter hook. So these are all the materials you need for this tutorial. Now the first thing you need to do is to make a magic ring. This is how I do mine. And then I chain one, so the yarn is free to move anyhow it wants. Now you're going to chain one again, and then you are going to make 16 double crochet into the ring. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've made 6, and now I'm going to make 10 more, and I'll meet you at the end. So I've made 16 double crochets in total. Now you're going to pull this other yarn tight like this, and then on the chain 2 space you are going to make a slip knot like this. Now we are done with row 1. Now for row 2 you are going to chain 2, and on this spot here you are going to make 1 double crochet, and on this double crochet here you are going to make a front post. And then on this point here you are going to make a double crochet, and on this double crochet here you're going to make a front post, just as seen in the video. On this one here you are going to make a double crochet, and on the next one you are going to make a front post. So you are going to continue this on and on until you reach the end. You are going to make a slip stitch into the chain 2 space, and we've come to the end of row 2. Now you are going to chain 2 again. Now on this point here you are going to make 2 double crochet on that same stitch. Now on this double crochet here you are going to make a front post, and then on this point here you are going to make 2 double crochets, and on this one here you're going to make a front post, and then on this stitch here you are going to make a double crochet, 2 double crochets, and then on this point here you are going to make a front post. On this point here you are going to make 2 double crochets, and on this point here you're going to make a front post. So you are going to repeat this on and on till you get to the end here. So I've come to the end of row 3, and closing this row I'm just going to make a slip stitch into this chain 2 space. And then for row 4 we are going to be repeating what we did in row 3. So we are just going to chain 2, and we'll make 2 double crochet on this same space, and on this front post double crochet we are going to be making a front post. Now you make 2 double crochet on this space here, and on this point here the front post double crochet you are going to make just 1 front post, and then you make another 2 double crochet here on the same stitch, and then you make 1 front post. So you are going to repeat that all up till you get to the end of this row. So I've come to the end of row 4, and I'm just going to close it the way we normally do. So now for row 5, I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to make 3 double crochet on this same space, and then on this front post stitch I'm going to make a front post. On this space here you're going to make 3 double crochet, and then on this front post stitch here you're going to make 1 front post, and on this space here you're going to make 3 double crochets. And on this point here you're going to make just 1 front post. Now you're going to repeat this process all up till you get to this point here. So we've come to the end of row 5, and we're just going to close it the normal way. Now for row 6, you're going to chain 2, and then on this point here you're going to make 4 double crochets. And on this front post point here you're going to make a front post. Now on this space here you're going to make 4 double crochets. And on this front post point you're going to make a front post. And on the next stitch you're going to make 4 double crochets. And on the front post point you're going to make 1 front post. So you're going to repeat this on and on until you get to the end of this row. So we're going to be closing it the way we normally do. And now for row 7 you're going to chain 2, and then on this point here you're going to make 5 double crochets. And then on this front post point here you're going to make 1 front post, just like this. And then on this point here you're going to make 5 double crochets. And then on this point here you're going to make your front post. So you make 5 double crochets, and you make 1 front post. So you are going to be doing this until you get to the end of this row here. So we're going to be closing it the way we normally do. And then for row 7 you'll be making 6 double crochet, and then for row 8 you'll be making 7 double crochet. Now you're going to be increasing on and on until you get to row 11. So this is row 11, and so far I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 double crochet on the row 11. So I increased as I go, just like as I explained earlier. So you are going to place your tape like this, and you're going to measure. Mine is 9.5 inches, but if you want yours to be a little bit bigger you can add 2 more inches or 1 more inches, anyhow you like it, but this is an average size for a beret. Now let's proceed in decreasing the beret. Now for the next row we chain 2. On the next stitch here we'll make a double crochet. Now we'll go to the next stitch, we'll make a double crochet, and then to the next one a double crochet. In total we're going to be making 9 double crochet separately, not in the same place. Now after doing that we are going to make a front post. Now for the next stitch, you are going to make 9 double crochet and then you make a front post, 9 double crochet and a front post. You do that all up till you get to this point. So when you've gotten to the end here, you're just going to make a slip stitch. The next row now, we're going to start the reduction proper. So we are going to make chain 2, then you're going to make double crochet. Now you're going to make double crochet like this. You're going to place your hook on this loop like this and on this loop like this. So you're going to pull through and you're going to make a double crochet like this. So we've successfully done 1 double crochet on 2 stitches. Now we'll go to the next one and we do the normal double crochet. Now in total I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 double crochet. Now we're just going to make a front post. So now we're going to be making 1 double crochet on 2 stitches. So we'll place our hook here and we'll place the other one here and you make 1 double crochet. So after doing that, you're just going to be making the normal double crochet on each of the stitches. In total, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 double crochet. So after doing that, we'll make a front post. So we're going to repeat this all around and I'll meet you at the end of this row. So at the end of this row, we are just going to be making a slip stitch just as we normally do. And after doing that, you're going to make chain 2 and then you make 1 double crochet on 2 stitches like so, and then you make 6 more double crochets normally into the remaining stitches. So after then, you're going to make a front post. So in total for this row, we are having 7 double crochets on each spaces. So this is how you'll be continuing the process for the rest of the row. And for the next row, we are going to be having 6 double crochets on each spaces. So this is how you'll be continuing the reduction process until you have 4 double crochets on each space, and I'll meet you at that point. I've come to the end of this row, and so far this is how the cap is looking. In here we have 4 double crochets on each spaces, as you can see. Now the total size for this is about 6.5 inches wide. So now we're going to start making the ribbing, which is the last part for this beret. Now to begin that, you're going to chain 2 and you're going to make a front post like this, and then another front post on the next double crochet. Now on the next double crochet here, you are going to make a back post. This is how to do that. I'll repeat that one more time. You're going to make 1 front post here and another front post here, and here you're going to make a back post. Now for making a back post, you're going to yarn over, place your hook like this, and then you pull through, and then you go to the next double crochet, you make 1 front post and another front post, and you go to the next one and make 1 back post. So this is just the sequence you're going to be following: 2 front posts, 1 back post. You repeat that until you get to the end of this row. So I've come to the ending of this row, and the next thing you're going to do is you're going to make a slip stitch just as we always do. Now the next thing you do is to make a chain 2, and on this space here you're going to make 1 front post, and on this one here you make 1 front post. Now on this point where you made a back post before, you're going to repeat that same back post there, and on the next one you make a front post. go to the next one and you make a front post again. And then on this one here, you're going to make a back post. You go to the next one and you make a front post. Now you're going to repeat this process all round, and you're going to repeat it for 2 more rows. That means this is row 1, the first one was row 1, and the second one is row 2. Now you're going to repeat it for 2 more rows, which means we are going to be having 4 rows in total. You'll do that and I'll meet you at the end. Now I've reached the ending and I'm just going to make a slip stitch. So now you chain 1 and you cut out the remaining yarn, and you're going to pull tight and you're going to weave in ends of all of that. So we've come to the end of the tutorial and I really hope you liked it. So don't forget to give us a thumbs up and kindly subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on more content like this. And I also made the same pattern in a mist color. If you know how to do crochet tapestry, I'm sure you'll be able to pull this up, but if you want me to make a separate tutorial on how to do this mist color, you let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.